that thing. The moment bro stepped outside, he about to get cooked.
Kill you, kill you, kill you, kill you.
Oh, this is the darkest Nazi I've seen so far. So you telling them about you're losing your memory is not helping. I can't believe that is a condition to get to the next point. It's unbelievable. Like, oh, Super, you better than me, brother. You way better than me, my man. ReZero Season 4, Episode 9 was very strange and interesting, guys, okay? I feel so bad for my boy Subaru, man. He's going through so much. I've never seen an anime character go through this much suffering and trauma and problems. Oh, my goodness. I've seen a lot, guys. I've seen a lot, trust me. So in this one, man, so we saw at the end of last episode that Subaru's had enough. This iteration, this version of Subaru who's lost his memories, has had enough and he just wants to leave the tower, right? And again, we know that's forbidden, right? Because Shala said you cannot leave the tower until all the challenges and tests are completed, which obviously this Subaru knows nothing about, all right? He's trying to basically figure out things as he goes, which is very, very hard to do considering the circumstances, right? So again, he's just walking on a huge tightrope here, but the return by death, again, the blessing of that will bring him back. He will have the experiences, man. It's the ultimate blessing and the ultimate curse, man. And it's gonna go through some trauma. What you gonna do about it, man? But the hardest part is just seeing him go through it again. We already seen him overcome the knowledge of what he has to do and the trauma of what it brings and what it entails. But to have him go through the experience of learning how it all works again is just kind of really sad to see. All I could do is laugh at it, because if I think about it too, I'm gonna cry a little bit, man. This guy is going through it. But again, if he didn't have no props to deal with, now he can deal with some mob beasts in the sand, right? Oh my gosh. Ooh.
Please, no.
GG's. Freeze. Damn. Damn, who cooked that thing? The moment bro stepped outside, he about to get cooked. And then I don't know who the hell saved him from this fate. Someone saved him. I wonder if this is linking back to what we saw in the end, right? Like somebody's intervening at this point in time. The return by death isn't happening in the same way. Like, I think the memory loss is bringing a whole different type of variable into the mix. I don't know what it is though. Who the hell killed this beast right here? I have no idea. All right, and again, he goes back into the tunnel, right? So with the beast being killed, he sinks back into the sand. Kind of what happened when they first got to the tower as a group, right? And now he's back into the underground tunnels, which only he can go through. Again, like. And again, it's not all a coincidence. The fact that Charlotte believes that not that Subaru is her master, it's starting to make me think about a lot of things now, right? I'm kind of getting emotional thinking about it a little bit. I'm tearing up because, like, I think I have a really strong case that maybe her master is a future version of Subaru, right? Kind of how I now believe that the Witch of Envy is a future version of Amelia. I could be completely wrong about that. I know there's a lot of debates and conspiracy theories out there about it. I've been reading up on Google, trust me. But yeah, man, that's what I believe right now until I'm proven otherwise. You guys probably know more if you guys have read the manga, right? But again, going back into it now, I don't want to dive too deep into that, right? So yeah, this is going to be a very quick one because there's not really much to explain. Again, he's going through the trials and tribulations again. I'm going to call this trials and tribulations, okay? The ultimate risk-reward scenario for this guy, right? Trials and tribulations of Subaru Natsuki. Again, he's going through the whole thing. He's the only person that can go through the tunnels by touching them, right? Again, leading to my point about him actually being the master of this place, maybe in a future version. And yeah, it's just kind of like he's lost his mind now. Him going through the tunnel just brought him back to the tower, which is obvious. That's how he got there in the first place. Him and the whole group, right? And then he's kind of succumbed to the idea of just killing everybody, right? So the fact that he's going through all these trials, tribulations, he's like, you know what? I'm just gonna kill everybody here because somebody pushed me off this ledge in my last iteration when I died. So he just completely lost his mind. He just want to kill everybody there.
Kill you, kill you, kill you, kill you.
Oh, this is the darkest Doxy I've seen so far. Just kind of get them off of his brain. That's his way. He's gonna try to eat everything, and a little surprise, he's met with even more trauma. What he wanted to do wasn't even as scary as what he actually saw. That's how it is with him all the time, right? So yeah, he sees Shola dead, which is the strangest part. I thought Shola was gonna be the one. We saw her do a little fake beginning of her little transformation, I thought she was gonna be the one to take everybody out like she said she would do if they try to leave the tower. And it ends up not being her. She's the first person that we saw that's butchered, right? So again, what is this? There's a variable that's here that I don't understand. That's coming with the return by death and this new end game. I call it the end game. When he takes the wrong path, I call it the end game. It's called return by death, but this isn't the natural return by death. Nothing's really like what's causing this now, right? Like something's causing him to just tap into a new memory, like a new type of universe. I don't know what's going on here, right? But now Charlotte's dead, which is very strange. Julius is dead. Amelia's dead. I think. Did we see Amelia's body? No, we saw Julius. We saw Melee. So I thought Melee was gonna be the one that is the culprit here, but it looks as though she's not. I guess. Everyone is basically dead except for Patricia. Patricia is here waiting for him, and she saves him. Right? She saves him from the gas. This gas of things that's this gas is trying to kill all of them. Right? He's just stuck there in despair, and the gas is coming to take his life and Patricia's life, and she gets him in safety. Right? He's gonna follow you everywhere.
Stop following me around. I'm busy and I don't have time to play with you. I still have to kill the rest. Anyone who's still alive needs to die. Please, no more. No! I don't want to die!
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Damn, that she really Petrifi really just saved your ass from that. That's crazy. Right? Even being stabbed by him, he was crazy, and he stabbed Patri out of fear and anger, and Patri didn't react to it at all. This is a Patri that still loves him, right? So I wonder, like, what's going on? It's a complete mind fuck. Patri sacrifices herself to save him, knowing that throwing him through this wall right here will get him to the outside on the balcony that we saw them talking, her, him, Julius, and Akira talking on before he lost his memories. Patri knew about this hole in the wall, right? Just to be met with again the gas coming up and whoever this is, which looks like Rem from behind, right? Doesn't it look like Rem? That's not Ram. We already saw Ram dead right before this. He saw Ram dead on the floor. That looks like Rem. Rem?
Next time, I hope we can figure it out. Hero.
Rem? Really? Why is Rem trying to kill Subaru out of all people? The one that loves him the most. Makes absolutely no sense. Must be taken. Most head flew off. Oh man, that was so funny. But man, it's just a complete mindfuck. And then he wakes after that death. He wakes back up, obviously back at his checkpoint. Something went wrong there, and then he decided, okay, I can't tell them about the memory loss. Let's just change it up. This is how Natsuki learns, right? So he changes up his whole approach. So telling them about his memories leads him down the path to death anyway. So he decided, you know what? Let's keep the memory loss secret. I'll learn as I go, which I think is probably the best route he's taken so far since memory loss, right? But have that happen.
A big risk here, but this time I'm not going to tell him about my memory loss. I want to find out if it's connected to the reason I'm getting killed over and over again.
Now I'm starting to see.
Frankly,
So you telling them about you losing your memory is not helping. I can't believe that is a condition to get to the next point. It's unbelievable. Like, so he's keeping it to himself. Because I think losing his memories causes someone to say, you know what, I think we just get rid of him. So again, this is a good idea. The best idea he's had so far, keeping his memory loss to himself. He's trying to learn more about the crew and situation while hiding the fact that he lost his memory. I like this idea. Very, very good, right? But again, he's also met with struggle, right? So he sees Ram. He's scared of everybody now because he sees the last thing that the last iteration just died. We just saw this now. He saw them all dead, so again, he's traumatized a little bit, so he's scared to be around anybody, especially Charlotte, right? So again, it's the emotion of it all, and he has a deep conversation with Julius again, trying to figure out what happened on that balcony. Maybe what happened on the balcony will lead to why he lost his memories, right? He's just trying to figure out everything on the fly. That's even harder to do, while also dealing with the trauma of everything, right? This guy's been through it all. Like, he's going through such a struggle. such a struggle and a mind fuck, man. Anybody would lose their mind up to this point. I wouldn't be surprised. Like, it would be you. You would lose your mind. I would lose my mind. It'd be crazy to keep a steady composure through all this, right? And have the only benefit of this is that he'll come back. That is it. Immortality. This show showed me that immortality is not all it's cracked up to be. It is not all it's cracked up to be, man. This is crazy. And especially in a scenario where you just come back to a checkpoint. You don't even come back to the part where you died. You come back to a part checkpoint before all of this. So now you gotta experience all of it again. Unbelievable. So again, going off topic there. He has a deep conversation with Julius again about the conversation on the balcony, which we already know about. This is just repetition for us at this point. We don't gotta look at this again. So sexualized she is. Oh my gosh. God love it if you love fan service. Okay. But yeah, and she decides to confide in Shala to help him, right? Which again I thought was a very good idea. I think if he tells Shala to keep a secret, Shala will keep the secret compared to everybody else, right? And Shala is the only factor here related to the tower. So why not confide in her a little bit, have her help you out, right? And he kind of helps, he kind of uses her to listen to the conversation that he had with Julius. And he congratulates her and rewards her by giving her a hug. I think that was very nice. She probably loved that so much. And
You okay?
Oh, damn it!
oh, hug, that's nice. Very nice hug.
You don't have to be convenient. I don't want you worrying about all that. It's my bad, I'm sorry.
Aw, that's so cute.
Master? You really makes me love it!
Hey, boundaries, woman!
Oh, Super, you better than me, brother. You way better than me, my man. And she was willing to give it all to him. She's willing to give up her body and soul. Oh, trust me, I would have folded. I would have folded. You see her? I would have folded. Okay? But anyway, that's dumb funny, her face right there. Okay, Subaru is better than all of us, man. Again, we know that for a fact. He's going through all of it, and it's a struggle to not give up. That's why I really appreciate him, man. I think that's why everybody loves him so much, without even knowing what he's going through, right? And he talks with Melee here. I thought this was gonna be it. I thought this was gonna be the thing where he finds out that Melee is the cause of all this, right? She seems to be the one that would do it, right? She's the previous enemy who is now tagging along with them by the idea and approval of Subaru, right? Which I think is kind of stupid. But anyway, Melee must watch some kind of hatred towards him, but I guess not. She's just going along with the flow. And I thought she was gonna be the one, right? Your previous "I'll come back to get you," right? I thought that's what was gonna be it. But it looks as though she said something very profound, though. It could still be her. Don't get me wrong. Could this be an ability of hers? Right? Again, this return by death seems very, very strange. And the fact of her saying what she said here was very, very crazy.
Yeah, sure. You know, even if that is how you honestly feel, I won't laugh at you or anything. If anyone could understand it, it's me. I've lived with mob beasts all my life, remember?
Yeah, of course, mob beasts. So, kind of like you were raised by wolves?
You said that yesterday, too. You said something to me yesterday, and it got me thinking, how seriously should I take that?
This kind of makes me think that she has more to do with this than the show wants us to believe. The show wants to believe that, hey, look, hey, she's the first person that died, right? She's the first person that got cooked when you went off your path, right? The first person he saw as dead was her. So the show's trying to make us seem it can't be Melee, right? And I think it might be related, maybe a little bit. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe she's not fully responsible, maybe a little bit responsible. But again, going back to the main point here, what is the variable that's making these return by? It feels different. Doesn't it feel different? This feels different than the regular scenario. It seems as though he's tapping into one of the universe instead of just going right back to his checkpoint when he messed up. Instead of just going, he's not dying. He didn't die yet in this iteration, right? But the whole atmosphere changed. You saw it, right? Everything changed. So what is getting him to this end game point before he dies? Right? It's like, what is this? Something else is there, and it must be linked to what we see written here in his arm. And what does that say? What does that say? They're gonna make me really go back and see what that says. What does that say? Oh my gosh, I gotta know what that says. What is going on, man? I'm so confused, bro. Oh my goodness. And why is it important? Why is this important? And by the way, I kind of cheated a little bit. I can't read kanji at all. So, and the show didn't, subtitles didn't show me what this means. But I saw that I looked up online just now before doing this part of the reaction. This says Natsuki Subaru was here, right? And again, that seems to be a phrase that has been given to us before, right? If I remember correctly, Natsuki Subaru was here. So is another version of Subaru affecting this memory loss Subaru? Because only Natsuki writes that. Only Subaru writes that, right? So it kind of makes me think, is the variable that killed the monster in the beginning of the episode and what's causing this, is that somehow related to each other? Is it Natsuki doing this? Is it the Witch of Envy? Like, what is going on here? This is such a mind fuck. I cannot believe this. Oh my gosh. I just got my wheels turning. I can't, yo, and the fact that in the emotions is through the roof. That's the thing about this episode, this anime, bro. It gets your emotions high. It gets you fully invested, and I absolutely love it. I love it so much, and I cannot wait to find out what this is, man. I thought it was Reed upstairs, but he can't come downstairs. That's impossible. So like, it's like, so much to think about, guys, and I cannot wait to find out. I cannot wait to find out what's going on here. That's the beautiful thing about this anime, right? Finding out what is the truth, all right? Guys, thank y'all so much for the vibe. Look out for episode 10 reaction coming next week. I cannot wait for that, guys. Let me know what you guys think about this episode in that comment section below. Thank y'all so much for the vibe. On the bottom of the screen, you will see a panel showing all the anime that we all react to on this channel. ReZero is one of our shonen anime. Look out for episode reactions every single Wednesday, but sometimes it might drop on Thursday, guys. Okay, I'm very busy, and I record 2 animes on Wednesdays. I record Classroom of the Elite and ReZero, so I could be a little bit busy. Sometimes I might drop this on Thursday, okay? Look out for that. Also, YKTV store, online merch coming real soon, and it has some serious drip. Working hard on it every single day, spreading positivity and confidence with a style powered by you. And do not forget to follow me on my social media for YKTV updates and edits. The link to my socials are in the description. Do not forget to share, like, comment, subscribe. You know the vibe. Don't forget the motto, guys. Don't forget to live, laugh, love, and enjoy life, all right? Take care, y'all. Peace.